In this demonstration, we are going to learn how to make use of format string function in our mapper in Oracle Integration Gen 3. Many a times while building the integration, we might come across a scenario wherein we have to format the string. Like suppose I have to concatenate the variables or the elements which we get in the source, then we usually go for the concat command and we will try to do the concatenation. Apart from concatenating the string, if you have to add few underscore or any other special characters in between the strings, then it becomes little tedious using the concat function. So we'll see how we can effectively make use of format string function, and we can format or concatenate the strings effectively and efficiently using the mapper or XSLT function. I have created this dummy integration just to have this mapper over here for demonstration purpose. Let me get into this mapper in the edit mode. I will enable the XSLT and developer mode. Now for demonstration purpose, what I have done is, I have exposed this integration to have 3 input variables or the arguments in the input, that is in the request wrapper. And in the output response, we are having one output parameter. Let me delete the existing mapping. Now suppose we have a requirement wherein we have to concatenate 3 input fields, that is input 1, 2 and 3, provided we have to put underscore in between the variables. Now let's see how we can do the same. One thing is, we can just map like this, input to output, and we can make use of the concat. This is the traditional way how we usually do. Like we put this underscore comma, and then we will put the input comma underscore comma and the third argument, and we will click on validate. Now let's see how the output or the response will look like from this XSLT using the test mode. I'm validating the mapper before we go ahead with the test. I will click on this test mapper. I will try to generate some dummy request over here. By default, it has added some values to input 1, 2 and 3. I will click on run. So in the output, we will get input 1 followed by underscore 2 and 3. Now this is the very simple use case, but in actual project scenario, you might come across a very difficult scenario or very complex, wherein you have to format the string in more difficult way or the complex way, rather than putting just the underscore. I will just erase this mapping over here. Rather, what I will do is, I will click on these functions and I will go to the string functions. If you see, there is this format string. Just click on this and you will get the documentation how we can make use of the format string. First of all, we have to provide the string, that how we have to format, and then we have to provide the arguments. Currently, we can provide up to 9 arguments as we speak. Now we will see how we can make use of the same. I will drop over here this format string and I will tell this as 1 and I will put underscore, then 2, then underscore and the 3. So this looks very neat and clean when we make use of the format string. So this should be of type string. If you look at the syntax over here, this is of type string. So we'll wrap this around the double quotes, comma, then you have to tell what is 1, 2, 3. Currently 9 arguments we can define. I have defined only 3. I will drop over here input argument 1. This is the argument 2 and this is the argument 3. Done. Click on validate. So we will define how my formatted string will look like this. Within the flower brackets, we have to provide the argument numbers 1, 2 or 3 and followed by the formatting. Like I want underscore in between the strings, so I am putting underscore. And all the argument values we have to provide after the first comma. That is how Oracle mentioned over here in the syntax, that is in the signature. Now I will validate the mapper and I will go to the test. So by default, we are having some values. I will regenerate the input. Then I will click on run. So we are getting the same response over here. It looks like there is some issue. Argument 3 we are not getting. Let's go back to fix it. It looks like the index starts from 0. Let me correct this. I will tell this is index 0, this is 1 and this is 2. In XSLT, the index starts from 1. For the format string, it looks like the index starts from 0. So we will correct it and we will go to the test mapper and we will try to validate the mapper again. And we will try to run. This time if you see, it has concatenated the strings, that is input 1, 2, 3 and it has put the underscore. Suppose you tell that after the first, I want this to be percentage and ampersand. Both I have to put. Then I will click on validate the mapper. So this is the most easiest way how we can format any string using the XSLT or mapper. I will go to test and I will rerun this. This time if you see, after first string, we are getting the underscore. After the second string, we are getting the percentage and the ampersand. So using the format string XSLT function in our Oracle integration Gen 3 mapper, we can format the string like how your customer is asking for. And this is very easy and efficient way. Currently, at the time of recording this class, only 9 arguments you can provide. That is starting from 0 to index number 8. That is total 9 arguments. So sky is the only limit when you use the format string functions, and it is very efficient and effective while working on any complex project requirement wherein you have to format the strings.